Very good. Oh, look at all these wonderful people and some performers. So I am Pat. I am going to be the host for this evening. This is to remind me, this is $100 upstairs for burgers and chicken and salads and whatever else you want to eat, but no booze. But whoever has the best, deemed by me and the audience, mostly by me, sweater, the most ugliest or the best Christmas sweater wins that. We'll do that later. Turn off your phone noise. Everybody did that? People in back did that? I can't see you. She did. Yeah, she's okay. Okay, and so we're being recorded. There's a room back there that you guys can't see. It's a little creepy, but there's a guy recording us for posterity. Okay? So that's good. So let's start like we do always. I'm going to tone it down just a little bit, but cocksucker, motherfucker. No, that's not how it starts. Piss, shit, fuck, cocksucker, motherfucker, cunt, and tits. That's how we start each show. Those are those 7 words we're not allowed to say. And if you joined us for previous cringes, we learned about a man who had a circumcision in his late 20s. No one talked about that on stage, but I talked to someone over there that had a circumcision. Not over there, but in his late 20s. And I was like, fuck. What? Oh, that's weird. We learned about another medical thing. Somebody got finger blasted by his doctor, both in his teens and his adulthood. That was weird. And another guy who was too high to make tacos. So that's the kind of stories you might get tonight or not. We don't know. Our first performer hails from down the road somewhere over Church Street area. Close enough. His name is Horse. Give a big round of applause to Horse.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here tonight. It's a lot of fun for me. Not really. I mean, I got social anxiety, and it's fine. I took enough CBD oil, and here I am. But I'm glad you're here. It's cold, and you made it. So I do this because comedy is kind of the only sacred thing to me anymore. It just... It saved a lot of lives, and it's kind of my natural mode is always funny. It pains me to be serious, actually, in real life. It's hard to be serious for me. And so while I'm working and doing things, I think of funny things, and I write them down, because if I don't, I know that I'm going to lose it forever, and that's true. And just remember that. When you think of something that's funny, you feel free, just please write it down. We all have a device in our pockets, and it could go away forever, and you will miss it. I miss every joke that I've ever forgotten. So I write down all of my jokes, and I save a lot of time by not memorizing them or getting my set memorized and learning the flow of it or doing anything like that. So here's all my stuff, and I'll just go through them. Yeah. First, I'll start with a public safety announcement, one of my favorite subjects. Lake Flower Ave empties into River Street. That's, Casa, you come from Lake Placid, Casa, you go right by that. You got to choose or go up that weird driveway. There's no stop sign. You either go right or up that weird driveway, or you'll probably want to go left. Don't stop. And I encourage all of you to tell everyone you see, especially if they're stopped, just run right up to their car and just scream at them. I know I do from my car. Yeah, that is annoying. Some of these, this is from my old set, so the set I just did last time we were here. So I'm not sure where I left off, so there might be 2. Anyway. So the word hairdresser, who dresses their hair? I guess I dressed my hair today in a hat. I prefer to wear my hair naked evident and dangling. You can see my hair bulging right now. My wife has taken to photography. She's been walking around the area and getting some exercise, and occasionally it's beaver season, and they're all out doing their thing. And I love beavers now that she's shown me how. I mean, I've seen them before in things, but she's really taken to them in videos, and the sounds they make is just, it's just cute. You think a dog or a cat is cute. Dogs are my favorite thing in the universe, though, but beavers are cool. And so she's taken to photography and photographing them, and she shows me a picture of a beaver, and he's like slathered, and she says, "Look at him, he's rubbing his secretions all over himself." And she was so thrilled, and I said, "Honey, I tell her she's a pervert, because that beaver is no more than 14 years old and naked, and she's taking pictures of this 14-year-old naked creature. It's illegal." Anyone ever break a bone? Yeah. Part of being human sometimes. What up? Oh, shoot. Yeah, there we go.
That's just soft tissue.
Oh, dang. Okay. Shoot. I don't know what to say sometimes. So I just fill it with, I feel moments with glittering generalities, as I'm not naturally social and get things wrong a lot of the time. I'm just like, oh, dang, falderall. Oh, shoot. And it works. It works, you know. It works with my chatty neighbor. I love him and all, but, you know, that's the thing, is like, I'm not social. I don't really have time for people, but I want them to have the greatest time and be happy. I don't care who you are. I want you to be happy, and I want you to have a great life, and I want you to make it. But I want you to do that and just leave me out of it, and I'll be fine, and we'll be fine, and I'll like you more. But it's a weird thing, because I know the value of a sense of community. I would say that's probably one of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You have to feel a belonging. So I see the value in it, and I try to dip into the community stuff every so often. I guess this is part of that. So here we are. Yeah, breaking bones. I broke so many bones one day. I was offering free jiu-jitsu classes to anyone under 5. Look out, Karate Kid. Here comes Jiu-Jitsu Man. Yeah. Y'all ever been in a punchy fight in school? I know that's kind of aging out of existence, but I think some people, there's some people in here that have been in a punchy fight in school. I was a few weeks ago. I was at a kindergarten. This one kid, he wouldn't stop looking at me, so I let him have it. And then they were all looking at me, and I just had to clean house. And I broke more bones that day. I won. So David Attenborough, you know, the Life series, Life with David Attenborough. I really want to see Life with David Attenborough, you know, from he wakes up to his whole day, just him narrating his day. I think, you know, he'd be like, David is a cunning gatherer. He's at the grocery store, you know. It's like shopping. You know, later having lunch, he viciously attacks his sandwich, tearing chunks off with his normal human teeth. You know, Life with David Attenborough. So there's this show on Netflix called Bones, and it talks about like missing links and stuff. They're finding new fossils every so often, and they're pretty rare. Takes a lot of diligent work, and they found this. I forget really where or what, but they found this old kind of a missing link that they didn't really know before existed, and that was a fairly recent discovery. But it's on the show there, and they found that they bury their dead, and it was not expected or in primates or whatever creatures, you know, this far back. And they were discovered by Dr. Sexual. And in honor of Dr. Sexual, they've been named homosexual. Again, I want everyone to be happy, and I want you to have the best life you can, and I want you to make it in life. Ever read instructions to like putting something together and they're not all straightforward, you know? Sometimes they're gay forward, and bada bing. This one, I don't know. Okay, Bill Cosby, he didn't know. Next? No. He didn't know what kind of doctor he was. It was an honorary title. So I think he was just trying out different fields. You know, anesthesiology, gynecology, fertility therapy. He's practicing. Got to start somewhere. If life gives you AIDS, make lemonades. And that's it, I guess. Hey, thank you.
Let's hear it for Horse. So in my view here, I should have a hat on. I usually always have a hat on. Hi, Lisa. How's it going? Do you remember when I spent Thanksgiving at your house?
Yes.
That was early. That was 20 years ago. No, 20. Yeah, I remember. That was really nice of you. Thanks. My family wasn't up here. Thanks. Let's hear it for Lisa. She hosted a couple of people that didn't have a place to go on one Thanksgiving. Sorry, I got a little emotional. Sweaters. That's sparkly. A little ugly. I saw that's ugly. A lot of hats. She's got one on. He's got one under a jacket. That doesn't count. That one's okay. Jason's is not ironic. It's just his sweater, so not counting him. So our next person, remember we're being recorded, and $500. No, $100. Sorry, Adam, for the ugly sweater contest. $100, not $500. Free help. So you get what you pay for. So the next person up on stage needs no introduction.
Can't remember my name.
No. Did you notice I don't have my clipboard? It's very exciting. I'm a little nervous. It's over there. Is it there?
I'll take it. I can take it.
Still there. So our next performer.
Here he comes.
Here he comes. He's done things with people. He's going to talk about observations. And then there'll be like a punchline at the... No, his name's Xander. The way I remember that, who knows Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Yeah, right? Xander, right? Cool character. Yes, thank you. You're good. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, this is tough. We did it, you guys. We're here. We're out doing stuff. Oh, man, lots of familiar faces. This is great. You could have been anywhere tonight. You could have been watching Wonka, but you chose to be here celebrating the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ the way that we intended, listening to Tim talk about beating up children and drinking to excess. Did you guys know this was going to be filmed? I mean, I said finger blasted no less than 5 times the last time I was up here. And I don't need someone going up to my kids and being like, is this your dad? Talking about using a flatbed scanner to send pictures of his junk to your mom? No, I knew that they were filming it. They told me, and my immediate response was, for that reason, I'm out. But I started to think about the season, started to think about the good it could do, actually. See, there's a certain kind of person out there who the greatest gift you could give them is the ability to see somebody from their past failing at life. Spend a lot of time on Facebook and Instagram and just looking for that spark of joy you get when, like, oh gosh, Becky's haircut. here I am, 100 pounds heavier than I was in high school, weathered beyond recognition. Yeah, golly, I'm stumbling on jokes at a bar behind a dumpster. So, yeah, my gift to them, I guess. I wasn't even great in high school. I didn't do sports. I wasn't popular. But I guess for the person who saw me like play the hell out of Magnificat in D major on trombone, they're like in a jealous rage seeing the plume on my marching band outfit. This guy has it all. To the person who's nearing climax right now, because they see me sort of like a melting wax museum version of myself, sort of mixed with like the exhumed body of Kirstie Alley. It's my gift to you. Feliz Navidad. To those of you who haven't seen me in a few months, yes, let me answer the question for you that's in your head. The beard is on purpose, actually. Yeah, it wasn't bestowed upon me by some woodland creature. This isn't a curse. I know it's patchy. I know that every single hair is individually noticeable going in the wrong direction. My wife hates it. It looks haggard. So why do it? And it's 2 words: managing expectations. I'm setting the bar so low, you guys. See, when you beautiful people walk in the room, we're immediately vultures, just looking for a way to drop you down a peg. It's like, one misspeak, and it's like, well, I guess they didn't teach how to talk good at beauty school. But I come into a room looking like this. It's a miracle that I showed up. It's just amazing that I got up in the morning. If I comb my hair and I put on a collared shirt, people immediately, oh my gosh, he must be part of like a program for grizzled combat veterans trying to reintegrate into society. Good for him. And that's not stolen valor, Matt, because I didn't say it. That's gosh, if Sam Post with his beautiful golden locks and his chiseled jaw, if he accidentally cuts you upstairs in line, you're like, hey, pretty boy, who the hell do you think you are? I do that. And it's like, honey, let him go. He's clearly been at sea for months with no one to talk to. He's forgotten all our customs. Nobody looks at Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant as he's being mauled by that bear, and they're like, Leo, skin's a little dry. Could use some moisturizer. No, haggard beard, 3D chess. Clearly, I don't care a ton about my appearance, but there is something that apparently I brought up too much recently, because my daughter, I have a 9-year-old, Evelyn, who was doing this project in school that probably a lot of you who've been to school here have done, where you design your family crest. And you've got these 4 quadrants where you can put different attributes about your family in them. And so you might put like Ireland in one, and maybe a football if you guys are good at sports. And if you're feeling silly, you might put a pizza. My family loves pizza, tee-hee. Do you know what Evelyn put on my family crest? No eyebrows. The defining characteristic of my bloodline, no eyebrows, everybody. She's the funniest one out of all of us. But she knows how sensitive I am about this. You guys, back in the day, I used to have these flowing locks, these incredible, I'd wake up every morning, 20 strokes on each side. We'd braid them with little green and red beads during the holidays. Kids would gather around me and grab handfuls of my eyebrows and go wrap around me like the maypole. But now, you guys think I'm good at deadpan comedy. You just can't tell I'm making an expression. They're just little wisps and a bunch of crow's feet. When you have this many crow's feet, they call it a murder's feet. Did we get that clean? Did we get that clean? I can do it again. When you have this many crow's feet. No, but I didn't notice it happening. You know, like you grow up and you don't realize these things are happening. But that was very on brand for me. I was thinking about Christmas stories, and when I was little, I remember we had just finished opening all the presents, and my mom said, John, go get me a tissue out of the bathroom. So, sure. I go to the bathroom. Our bathroom's about this big, room for a toilet and a sink, and we had a tissue box in the back of the toilet because we like our tissues pre-urine. And so I grab a tissue, I go back in, here you go, Mom, and she's beaming. What'd you think? I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you serious? Jonathan, go get another tissue. Okay, and so I go back in. Leaning up against the toilet is a electric guitar with a big red bow on it. And I leaned right over it, grabbed the tissue, didn't see it at all. And this is me in a nutshell. And it reminds me of just my obliviousness of a story that really was a gift to my wife. My dad came up a few years ago, and I was telling them about how when I was in first grade, Miss Lawless's class, I had this friend, Matt. And Matt would get taken out of class. This lady would come and say, Matt, come with me. And Matt would go, and I was like, what's up with that? And he said, oh, yeah, we go and we play games, and she's actually helping me with my speech. She was a speech therapist. So I'm like, that sounds awesome. How do I get to do that? And so I say to my teacher, I'm like, gosh, I wish I could do that. So the next time, the speech therapist comes to get Matt. She says, John, would you like to come with your friend Matt? I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. So I go, and I remember they had the little pegboards where you'd put the pieces of the sentence in a row and you'd try and get through it. And I had a composition notebook with a bullseye, and she would say, think of the word you're trying to say and aim right for it. And sure, whatever, lady. And it's great. So I'm telling the story to Meg and my dad, and my dad's face is going from listening to amusement to concern. And I finish, and he's like, oh, John, that's not what happened. And I'm like, what do you mean? I was there. That's exactly what happened. He said, John, you had a severe speech impediment as a kid. You had a terrible stutter. We signed you up for speech therapy classes. And Meg is in tears laughing because for 30 years, I thought that I somehow outsmarted the school system and convinced them to give a teacher and resources to this kid who really didn't need it. It was the best gift I could have given her. She was so thrilled. I'll tell one more story real quick, but sometimes it pays to not know what's going on, to be oblivious. I used to work for a camp that actually a few folks in here work for, and it's this teen camp, and I worked like the noon to midnight shift, and we had all these volunteers that would come from college, and they were the best, and it was great to interact with them, and I would always try and kind of be like hip and hang out with them. And this summer was when Pokemon Go became very popular. You all remember Pokemon Go, right? For those of you who are unfamiliar, it's this game, it's a mobile game where you go around and it pays attention to your geolocation. And so if you happen to be on the corner of Broadway and Main at just the right time, it'll generate a Pokemon and you can catch it. And so it creates this compulsion in you because everywhere you go, there might be a Pokemon being generated right now. And I would finish up at work. My wife, at that point, we had probably toddlers, infants. She was asleep at 12, so she was a grown-ass woman. She was not going to play Pokemon Go. So this was my time. Okay, I could play for a minute. But the creators realized that we probably shouldn't let people play this while they're driving. So they made it so that if you went more than 8 miles per hour, it wouldn't generate any Pokemon. But 1 o'clock in Saranac Lake, there's not a lot of people around. So I would put my car in idle and just go down the street with it's on my dashboard looking for Pokemon. And one night I'm killing it, you guys. I've got Squirtles and Charizards up the wazoo. I am absolutely nailing it. On the other side of town, it's 2:30 in the morning at this point. And I get a text. What are you doing? Shit. Okay, I can't just not answer her. She'll start to freak out. She has me on geolocation, so on Find My Friends, she knows that I'm not still at camp. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? John, I can see you're at Mountain Mist. I know it's not open. What are you doing? So I send that emoji that's like the teeth. I'm looking stressed right now. You can't tell. I don't have eyebrows. But this face. She said, tell me. And I said, playing Pokemon Go? The seconds felt like hours. See the 3 little dots? And she responds, I would have rather you said you were with another woman. Ignorance is bliss. But, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Merry Christmas.
He is taller than I am. So, encore. That means you have to go back on. That's not how that doesn't work here like that. So his name is John Xander, not like the guy in Buffy. It's not his first name. That's lame. But that was cool. Finger blasted by a doctor. That's between us, though, right? So we don't know about that. Okay, the next guy is not Bob the Magnificent. He's not Bob the Spectacular. Just Bob S. Is he here? Bob? Bob.
Well, I'd like to welcome everyone to Big Daddy's House of Hilarity. Big Daddy in the back. You know, when Xander had said that his beard was intentional, I thought I'd clarify that mine isn't. I just forgot to shave this morning. It's virility, you know? Now, actually, I've told people this. I'm not accomplished as a stand-up comedian. I actually have been a magician for about 45 years, but I'm giving it up. That's what I'm going to talk about tonight, because everything has changed. So actually what I'm going to do is at the end, I'm going to do one bit, and it's going to be my farewell to magic, okay? But I thought I'd do that for It's okay, it's all right, you know, I mean, I was back there was a couple, and I heard this woman, I think 30s, very attractive, and she turned to her boyfriend or husband, and she asked, where has the magic gone? So I felt, you know, like it's appropriate that I'm here for that. It's the least I could do. But I just wanted to say now I'd like to wish everyone a happy holiday, because at the end, you know, with all the mad applause and women rushing the stage, I probably won't have a chance. But as far as me and magic, okay, I said I did it for 45 years, but everything changes, right? And people. And so what happened was, it used to be real easy to do magic. People were really fun, you know? And I don't know what's going on in the country, but, you know, it's all different now. And men, okay, especially, they started getting hostile, okay? And I think it's because men are just so competitive, you know? So you're beating them on, is how they look at it, you know? I'm beating them. And they really don't like anyone that's smarter than them, which, when you consider what most men are like, it's not all that difficult. But it's not that I'm smarter. Well, I probably am smarter than them, but that's not the point. With magic, you just know something they don't know. Okay, but, you know, that doesn't work. So there's that type of hostility, okay? And the other thing with guys, okay, is they're all size queens, you know? Well, they are. You know, it's all that, you know, everything they have is like bigger or faster or flash, you know. I mean, some guy's like, yeah, my car can go 135 miles an hour. It's like, where the hell can you go 135 miles an hour? Okay? And another one is some guy, okay, you want a watch. What do you do with a watch? Yeah, you see what time it is, right? Yeah. So they're going to get a watch, okay, these dudes, and it's going to be like the watch that Navy SEALs wear, okay? how much? A Timex is $39, okay? No. It costs hundreds of dollars. The goddamn thing is as big as a tuna can, right? Yeah, it's got more chrome than a 56 Cadillac. Guaranteed for 400 feet below the water, okay? These are putzes that can't even get to the deep end of a pool. And they got their you know, that whole thing. And the worst bunch are the guys the gym rats, you know, the bodybuilders, guys with like, you know, 50-inch chests and 26-inch waists. Yeah, and they're cut and they're jacked. And of course, they're eating steroids for breakfast, you know. Well, that's right. And those guys, man, they're something else. Well, they don't like magicians because, well, no. Because I know, you know, if you saw me in a bathing suit, you go wild, man. You better be holding on to your old lady, I'm telling you that. But I'm not that kind of guy. Not with your old lady, at least. But no, they really are. They're terrible. And I think it's because they look at magic as like some sort of femmy thing. You know, it's not like kickboxing or, you know, crashing motorcycles. And those guys are so goddamn homophobic, okay? And I really couldn't figure that out. You know, I can't, why would you be homophobic, okay, if you're a guy? Dig this. Every guy that's gay, as far as I'm concerned, is less competition, right? That's cool. One less, man. Don't worry about it. But and I thought, then I realized these guys, they're so roided out. They got no game. And in fact, they got no junk. You ever seen those assholes with a bathing suit? I mean, listen, they could use a shot glass for a jockstrap. Terrible. Yeah. You can applaud now if you want. It's cool, you know. Oh. Well, thank you. So, that's men. Now, you want to come up here and do some magic? Yeah, welcome to it. You know, what the hell? I'm taking requests from the crowd. You know, it's like the call-in show. Hey, Jerry, can you play, I don't know, Wheels of Fire? You know, okay. Magic, you get your magic. Chill out. Christ. I mean, I hope you don't always rush a beautiful experience. Anyhow, as I was saying before I so rudely interrupted myself, but then women have changed too. And it's a different thing. I mean, like I said, men are always afraid of, you know, people that are smarter than them. And women aren't, because, first of all, they're hooked up, a lot of them, with guys, and all women are pretty much smarter than all guys, right? They have to be, because they're keeping the whole scene together, right? Now, that's the thing. Notice the women are like holding back on that one. You know, well, the whole thing is that the women basically are faking it, okay? They pretend, they got to pretend that, you know, this putz is somehow, you know, they're superior. No, they're faking it. And I'm telling you something else, guys. That's not all they're faking, okay? That's right. You're shitting yourself if you think otherwise, but it's cool. You know, and don't look at her and have her shake her head. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so it's not an issue of not liking magic because they're more intelligent. They don't trust magicians. Okay, women do not trust magicians. And I think it's, they think we're liars. You know? Well, we are liars. I mean, obviously. But we're honest liars. Okay, I mean, we admit we're liars. Okay? But it doesn't matter. You know, they don't, they just don't trust. You know, it's like I said, it's not smarter, it's sneakier, you know? And it's kind of sad to me because, I mean, magicians, you know, it's a real fine art. But that doesn't count when it comes to that trust thing. And yet, who do women trust when it comes to entertainers? Okay? It's not the rockers. It's not the country guys. Well, those guys are so loaded they can't get it up anyway, so it doesn't matter. But no, it's the folk singers. Women, at least at a certain age, love folk singers, okay? And you want to know something? The folk singers are the biggest ass bandits out there. They are. You know, they got that riff, you know, that they wear a hemp shirt and they drink spring water and they're all for, you know, peace and love. Forget it. Every one of them. And I'm going to tell you something. It doesn't ever stop. The dude's my age, you know? And I don't even want to tell you how old that is. I'll just give you a clue. You know the Metropolitan Life Expectancy charts? I've timed out on them, okay? What I'm expecting at this point is not life, okay? And those guys are my age, you know, the ones that are still around. But you take a guy like James Taylor, you know James Taylor, yeah? Yeah, whoa, it's right, James Taylor. Yeah, well, listen. If James Taylor was on life support, he'd score the hospice nurse. Yeah. So that's it pretty much for me and my magic career. I'd like to do one bit for you. I have my glamorous assistant, Jennifer Dodonis, who flew in all the way from Phoenix, and boy, are her arms tired. Anyhow, couldn't let that go. Jennifer? All right. Okay. Thank you. Just stand on the trap door and everything's cool. All right. And then what I need is a real man to help me out. And there's only one of them here. Okay? It's Big Daddy himself, Adam Harris. Okay? Yeah. It's okay, I got a minute, right? Could maybe entertain humor from the floor or something. I just did, for Christ's sake. Babble on for 10 minutes. Take a bunch of shit from the guys in steerage. Okay, what? All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so actually this is not a magic trick per se. It's kind of a counting game. Okay, so you guys can count along with me. Now, you ready?
I thought that was your crutch for a second.
My crotch? Oh, okay. You didn't do well in Biology 101, did you? Okay. Shit, you want to do it? I mean, come on, it's cool. Okay, so, what do we want? Here, stand a little bit here. There you go, cool. Okay, so Jennifer, you're going to be like my table, and quite a lovely table. All right, so. Can you all see those? Yeah. Yeah, okay. If you can't, too bad. All right. Not my problem. All right, so Adam, point at one of them, please. Just one.
One ball?
Just point at it, yeah. Okay, this one. All right, so this is yours, and this one will be mine. So what I'm going to do, okay, I take yours, put it in this hand, take mine, put it in your hand. Tighten up. Grab it. Okay. Put your hand down like that. Okay, you still got it? Mm-hmm. You sure?
Yes.
All right, watch closely. You sure?
Yes.
Okay, because here's the problem.
Can I ask again?
Sometimes. Here, would you turn your hand up and slowly open it? See,
Yes.
see if it's still there.
Whoa.
Dude. All right. That's not good, honey. It's perfect. There's no good in magic. Either it's perfect or it's really screwed. Okay, so here we go. All right, see that one?
Yes.
That one. Okay, so take that one.
Okay.
Take that one. Tighten up. Put your hand out. Okay, you got it? Okay, I got this one. You hold tight. All right, put it here. You got it?
Yep.
Turn around slowly. Put your hand up. What you got?
3 of them.
3 of them. All right. So, hold on. All right, so I hope you can see this. I mean, the lights are great, and, you know, I just hope you see it's just fun stuff. Okay, so, right? 1, right? 2. Take this one, put it in my pocket. How many do I have?
2.
No, I don't have 2. Yeah, come on. All right. Now, thank you. This is the final count. Adam, I want you to keep track of this one as close as you can. Okay. And everybody, I don't think I need your hand now. Thanks. All right. All right. So, here. 1. 2. All right. Put your hand out. All right. Tighten up.
Okay.
All right. Hold tight. You got it?
Got it.
How many, Adam?
3.
All right, so here's what you do. Put your hand out like that and slowly open it. Let's see. Whatever is in there is what he's thinking, okay? Slowly open it. Let's see what you got.
A lot. The Great Bob!
He is a real man, isn't he? Thank you very much. Happy holidays.
Let's hear for the Great Bob and his volunteers. We're taking a tight 5 minutes. 5 minutes, so you need to start planning ahead now to get a drink, or you get him a drink. Don't be a dick. Get him a drink. He's on crutches. I don't care. You're sitting next to him, or is that your friend? Whose friend is? Are you with him or him? Get him a drink. What? Don't be a dick. The guy's on crutches. The most expensive beer. Just do it. Adam, comp that guy. So we're going to take a 5-minute break. That's 10. This is 5. Not like I said to you guys, 5 minutes tight, because, yeah. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do a sweater contest. You have to come back. If we don't do this, I have a $100 gift certificate for me. But we will be back in 5 minutes. 10 minutes, probably. 5 or 7.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and.
I didn't see that until you touched it. That's the improv class. We don't need you yet. Be quiet. Is my hair okay? All right, Sam, can you help? A little bit? Yeah. All right, let's hear it for Sam, everybody. Let's go, Sam. Woo!
Howdy. Adam found me at the high school. Don't ask what he was doing there. He said, "You look pretty funny. I bet you talk funny too." Fuck me. I was 16 when I started comedy. Over the fall, I turned 18, and a lot's changed since I started comedy. 2 years ago, my entire life was Legos. It was just little plastic bricks building castles and robots and race cars. And then women came into the picture, and it got a lot more complicated from there. I like girls, Your Honor. I feel like it might be a generational thing, but like sex was always on my mind. Like, even before I knew how to talk to girls, I knew that the clit was important. And we all know the old joke that, like, men can't find the clit. Like, it's not that hard to find. It's just nothing that you want to see on a vagina. It's like Mission control? Yep, we made it down here. There seems to be a protrusion coming from the top. You might want to get that checked out. What? Copy? That thing? The day I lost my virginity was a historical moment. If I had to compare it to any historical event, it would be the Challenger disaster. They turned me on, and 75 seconds later, I exploded for no reason. And here's one thing about pussy. I'll limit myself to one. It's always good. Really, like few things in life are as consistently good. It goes, the list is like Rocky IV, Coochie, and Don't Stop Believin' by Journey, in that order. I'm sorry for all the box talk. In my defense, I am a very horny 18-year-old. Like, I'm at the point in my life where, like, a stiff breeze will get me hard, you know? Like, a compliment will chub me up. I gotta throw the cat off my lap to make sure that I get into heaven. Like, yuck. And I'm 18 now, man. I'm an adult. I can vote. I can buy lottery tickets. Porn, I guess. I can do all that shit, but I still can't smoke or drink. The government says that I have to wait 3 more years until I'm 21 to smoke and drink legally, or in public. I can't buy smokes, but I can eat pussy that tastes like cigarettes. I can sustain myself by just taking a drag of menthol muff, just... It's wild, man. The age of consent goes as low as 16 in some states. In theory, with those rules in play, a 60-year-old woman can have consenting sex with a 16-year-old boy.
So what?
Teenage boys are gross. Seriously, no sexy vision in your mind involves running your hands over profound back knee. Kissing a kid with braces is like getting hit in the face with brass knuckles. And really, the only positive is that you have less chance to get STDs. My dick at 16, clean as a whistle. It was a vacuum-sealed package. It was completely sterile, not a scratch on it. Still had that new car smell. And while we got dick on the brain, 60-year-old pussy, like, it just has to be like decomposing off of the human body. Like 5 to 6 digit mileage, easy. Just frightening jowls. Nasty. Fuck me. I'm still in school. School's all right. I'm not that smart, but they like me. They keep me around. I was in school the other day. A kid approached me in the hall. I think they were flirting with me. The person walks up. They're like, "Hey, you want to help me brush up on my biology?" And I was like, "Ew, you're the janitor. Get away from me." I hate going to the doctor. Everything about it just makes you feel small. Their first move is to put you on the scale, just to make you feel self-conscious. And then, like, the nurse is busting your balls about taking your blood pressure. Like, stop wiggling. I'm not wiggling, I'm squirming. And then they put you in a bright, freezing room, strip you naked, and make you wear a paper dress like you're a doll from the 1920s. And then after all that, you have to sit your bare ass on a cold metal table and tell the doctor how little you get laid. Fuck that, doc. I say I touch my own balls. I got a dad. That's pretty cool. The other night, my father and I were going to see my grandmother. We go outside and he goes, let's take my truck. You can drive. Or I can drive. Or you can drive. Your choice. He was saying this with Bud Light number 2 in his hand. Dads are cool. You guys ever notice that you make more noise as you get older? Like, the transition from sitting to standing is like watching an old generator start up. It's like watching the Wright brothers, like, tune up their first airplane, just... Oh, what's for dinner? Everything is loud. I'm worried he's gonna sneeze himself into an aneurysm. Just... He drops. What happened? Was it a gunshot? No. He opened an old book and something just popped. You guys hear the news? There's a man in upstate New York who suffered from the same constant headache for 5 months until finally he broke up with her. Could have been any one of us. I like describing the North Country to people who are outside of the area. I always start with Tupper. Tupper's a real Springsteen lyric of a town, you know? Like, poverty did not strike Tupper. Poverty came in and knocked the teeth out of Tupper. Then there's Placid, where, you know, you go for the scenery, you stay for the drugs. And then Saranac Lake. We give Placid their drugs. So, while the cameras are rolling, on behalf of our humble country town, I'd like to do a little shameless self-promotion. Come on down to Crazy Sam's Drug Barn. We got it all, from weed to fentanyl. We got big needles, we got small needles, we got needles you gotta use upside down. I don't know how it works, but we got them. Come on down to Crazy Sam's Drug Barn. Everybody calls me crazy, but I call myself Sam. And folks, I think that's all I got. Thank you.
Let's hear for 18-year-old Sam Madden. Still in high school. Okay, we're not sure how to do this. Can we raise the house lights a little, Adam, now? All right, ugly sweater. We need to do this quick because I was supposed to do 5 minutes per person, then I'm back there listening and I didn't do that. So, first person, this person, second person's that person, third person, fourth, fucking lights. Number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. Fucking just like come up here one at a time if you want to be judged. I am the ultimate judge. But you guys cheer and tell me what is the best. So like line up. Line up there. Line up. Just stay. Oh, you're working on it. Come on over here. You can come up. I know, that's why I was like this most of the time. But don't do that. You look silly doing that. Just pretend that you don't care. It's hard. All right, that sweater's not an ugly sweater. That's just a normal sweater. Okay. That one right there is just a normal sweater. That's ugly, but you're not wanting to get up. She's... Is yours ugly or just there? Your sweater. Yeah. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. That's a sweater vest. No, it doesn't count. Sweater vest. Sweater vest doesn't count. Get up here. Get up here. Bitch knows what time it is. Oh, and you're doing it. You were talking shit earlier. I didn't know. I don't know.
What about CJ?
No, CJ's not competing in this because he's an employee. He can't. Okay. We didn't really work this out. Hey, there's different sound over here than over here. It's over. That's in stereo. Adam, you upgraded the sound system. That's fucked up. This is kind of fun. I can hear my voice going here and here. I ate a gummy a couple minutes ago. Sweater contest from Sam. It's very strong. It's very strong. Okay, I got this. What's your name? You're very supportive.
Pepe.
You're not going to win, but you're very... Okay, so what I will do is walk by the people. You say yay or nay or cheer, right? For the best. And it's not an ugly sweater. They're beautiful, right? Like, they're very beautiful. And you have to also include hats because fucking this is pretty great. And hey, for you guys over here, sorry about the ball handling magic tricks. I can show you the ball handling magic tricks right now.
It's okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Okay, so let's start over here. And the sound system comes over this way. It doesn't work. Don't worry about it. No, you can get up here. You can get up here.
Thank you. I think I should join.
I know. I don't mean to make fun, but I do.
Come on now.
Okay, this is a vest, and we'll turn around. There's this and this. What do we think? Yay or nay? Woo! This is a sweater that I wouldn't consider an ugly but very festive sweater. Antlers. Super helpful, very encouraging. Wait, it does a sound? It does. Okay, hold on. It does a sound. Everybody needs to quiet. I thought you was just like getting in my space. I'm like, I kept backing away. Which makes me back away. But Bob's Balls Christmas tricks. I love all the balls Bob was having us play with earlier. That was always play with the bulbs. And this is going to be recorded, so we're going to cut some of these things out. Adam, that's a thing where I'm talking about balls. Cut that part out, the balls part. But also remember, always play with the balls if you're in that situation. That's just a helpful thing for most people. I don't know for some of us, but I like that. Wait, what are we doing?
I'm gonna press the button.
Sam gave me that gummy. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Yeah, what microphone. Thank you for helpful. You're very tall. It's just like she's a Santa's helper there.
Someone need a hug. Oh my God! Santa here? I know him.
Okay. All right, we have some lights here. Let's take a look at this.
I have lights on my tits.
She has lights. You say that.
I have lights on my tits.
Lights on tits. We like lights on tits. Come on. So far, you're winning in my book. That's just, I like balls and I like, never mind. We'll cut that part out, Adam. We're going to cut that balls and tits part out, right? All right, so this is a very creepy, no, it starts with a classic, the patterns and everything and some things, and then like a strung out unicorn.
Very, very strung out, yes.
Yeah, so what do we think of this? Let's give a twirl. Nothing on the back side, so there's points taken away. Holy shit, right down there, the lights are sparkling. I'm sorry, I don't think you're doing so good on this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's okay. You'll do better next time. Shit, that was embarrassing. I'm sorry. Yes. And you? That was a short joke because she's short. I put the microphone up here for her to talk. Do you guys get that? Because you don't see a lot of the ball jokes. Let's do the ball jokes again.
Oh, God.
So Bob's joke was all about balls. They were Christmas balls. Adam had 3 or 4, then he had a penis in his hand. Did you guys see that? I totally skipped over her because she's small again. I'm so sorry. I didn't do that on purpose.
I'm 4'11" and 3/4.
But you have very nice elves and nothing on the back. I'm not going to make you turn around. And faux leather and stuff. Let's hear it. Woo! And for little people, you're not supposed to call them that anymore, but they're what do we call you? They're called Heather now. Midgets are called Heather now. Film guy, cut that part where I said midgets out. Thank you. All right, and with the best hat already, best hat. Go forward a little bit. I mean, fucking good hat, right? So where are we thinking we're going? I'm gonna walk by slowly and it'll go up and down. I don't understand you because you're in a sweater and you're making noise. I don't. All right, I'm going over here. You just clap as I go around. Whoever I think won wins. It's probably her because. She has lights on her tits. She said that earlier. I think I won. It's $100, and Adam said I can pick the winner. And that's it's $100 of food. No, I'll give it to you. I'm sorry. The one lady had self-proclaimed lights on her tits, so that's hard for me not to. All right, so good job at the audience participation. Only a couple more acts left. This next thing is an improv thing. Amy and Joe, local stars, they're gonna rock your socks off.
You guys, we do improv comedy. We make it up as we go. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes it's great. You guys, sometimes it's so good.
We're not dirty.
We're not dirty. Okay, pussy. Yeah. Listen, it's Christmas. Would you agree? Yeah. Now, listen, during our set, after each, we're going to do a few scenes for you is the thing, and we'll ask you for some suggestions on what those scenes should be about. So to get you used to yelling things out when appropriate, I'm going to give you some this or that, and then I'm going to give you a choice between this and that. I'm going to count to 3. You'll tell me which one you prefer. While we do this, by the way, I want you to think about stuff that happens at Christmas. Yeah? So, do you prefer eggnog or Yule log? 1, 2, 3. Eggnog! Write that down. Got it. Do you prefer Rudolph or Frosty? 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Yep. Eggnog, yeah. Do you prefer pumpkin pie or gingerbread? Pumpkin pie! I need one more. Christmas Carol. Do you prefer Rockin' Round the Christmas Tree or Jingle Bell Rock? 1, 2, 3. We're going to do that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Jingle Bell Rock. I I hear, oh, come all ye faithful. Great, I think we're ready. We're just gonna do a few scenes. We're gonna make it up as we go. We'll see how it goes. We appreciate you being here and putting up with it. So could I just hear something that, you know, like when you think Christmas is when, what? Like, give me a little more, like, give me, like what happens? Christmas party. Christmas party. Christmas party. Christmas party. Wait, good one.
All right, so we're in the coffee room of a business office, right?
Coffee break area?
Coffee break area.
Yeah.
There are some helium balloons shaped like Santa's hats, candy canes, and a mysterious one that says, "Happy birthday, Courtney." And over here, there's a coffee machine.
Yeah.
And on the back, they're just cupboards that have like the creamer, the stirrers, all that stuff.
Great.
All right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Who'd you get? Who'd you get, Janice?
Courtney.
You mean for Secret Santa you got Courtney?
I got fucking Courtney.
You know, I think that's bullshit. She just had a birthday party last week, and now she gets Secret Santa too. Fucking Courtney.
Bitch knows the power of helium. It rises. It stays.
It just strikes me that she gets a lot of privileges around here where the rest of us don't.
She's a secretary, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's a pretty great position.
You know your direct deposit? Courtney.
What do you mean she handles direct deposits?
Courtney.
She knows how much everybody makes in the whole building? Is that what you're telling me? That Courtney knows how much I make, yes or no?
Yeah, Jeff.
I was gonna ask her out, now I don't think I can. She knows I'm poor. Anyway, what'd you get her? What'd you get her? What'd you get Courtney for the Secret Santa?
My secret pony.
I don't know what that even means.
My secret pony.
Say it again and I still won't understand.
It's a pony that has a goddamn secret.
What kind of secret would a pony have?
Like who's been riding it? Not you, Jeff.
That pony knows I'm poor. Anyway, when does the party start?
As soon as this U-log gets fired.
What are you doing? Don't put it in the microwave.
Don't you gotta heat up the U-log? Fire.
You're gonna put a U-log in a microwave. Don't you see?
God, you can't
That's
take
a bad
risks.
idea. I'm not a risk taker, I'm a rule follower. That's why I'm in the mailroom.
Too bad you're not in the female room. What is a present that you didn't expect when you were a kid, but you found under the tree?
Dildo.
Besides a dildo.
Eraser. Train set. Clothes.
Dead grandpa. Let's do dead grandpa.
I heard dead grandpa. Thank you, dead grandpa.
Thank you, dead grandpa. We're in a funeral home. It's Christmas. They've done their very best to decorate it, to make it more joyful for all the deaths that occurred during the holidays. Here's garland.
With tinsel.
There's some stockings over here near the coffin display.
There's one of those blow-up Santas. That's playing an accordion.
Mrs. Cooper,
Yes.
I'm very sorry to hear about your grandfather. It's always difficult to lose a loved one this time of year.
Oh, he lived a good life.
Did he? You're talking about Bob Cooper, am I right?
Robert Franklin Cooper, my
yeah.
grandfather.
Right. Okay, we'll go on. Listen, we're here to make you feel better, not honest. I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. I apologize. I won't discuss that anymore. It's just that we both know.
There's a few things I'd like to put in his casket.
With him?
Yeah.
You mean like... No, this is interesting, actually. As you know, a mortician, I go into... I have to study the history of morticianing sciences, and one of it is history. And I know that in ancient Egypt, we often buried our loved ones with things that they felt they needed in the afterlife.
You lost me at Egypt, but...
Are you looking to put some things that were important to Mr. Cooper in the casket with him?
Right.
Great. And I see you've chosen this casket.
Yeah, it's wicker. He really liked wicker.
Okay.
He spent a lot of time on his front porch. Yeah.
A wicker casket. I almost said a wicker basket.
A good one.
It's a good one.
It's
I'm
nice to
sorry.
have a little levity.
It is nice to have a little levity this time of year. Yeah. So, what would you like to put in with Mr. Cooper?
Well, to start off, I have a hammer. He built a lot of things in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like his secret other family. I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. Listen, it's a small town. We keep tabs on each of our citizens, so we know what to put in the obituary.
Well,
would you like that in the obituary?
If you're talking about Dolores and Edgar, I know all about them. Yeah.
Okay.
He was
So-
fully transparent before he died.
Oh, deathbed confessions?
Lots of them.
I love a deathbed confession.
He did it Mad Lib style.
Wait a minute, what
I
do
got
you
a
mean?
Mad Lib. It was called Death Confession. So
Right.
he would just have to
So he
add
did-
in an adverb or a person or a number.
So you would say, say an activity, you'd say adultery. Right?
We felt like it was a more organic way to get him to open up, you know?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's real fun.
We like to have fun here. You notice that our accordion playing Santa, I bet you never saw one of those before.
No, I haven't. Yeah, he looks like a snowman with a Santa hat on. Yeah.
So anyway, what else do you want to put in the basket?
His
Casket.
check-
I said basket again. Casket.
His checkbook with it signed. All the checks are signed.
Mm-hmm. Forged.
Yeah. This is not going to be any surprise to you, but some satin underpants, women's
Sure.
size small.
No. What do you mean no surprise to me? What does that imply?
People are talking at the diner, you know.
Down at the diner, they're talking?
Yeah. About
What could
you.
they possibly say?
About you and the corset and the teddy.
They're talking about that down at the diner?
All of the time.
I'm gonna have to put that in the
Anyway, I gotta get
book.
going.
All
You know,
right.
I-
Well, it's
you
all
know.
right. We'll take care of those things.
Yeah.
We'll do one more scene. We'll do one more scene for you. What's another thing that occurs around Christmas?
Santa comes.
Santa comes. Thank you. Santa comes. C-O-M-E-S. It's going in the 18-year-old's act, right? We know, you're horny. It's cool. Remember being horny?
God, I taped up my labia.
What's that
God,
now?
I taped up my labia.
Good thing. That kid hates a clitoris.
Yeah.
Where are we? Where are we?
We're at a mall.
Shopping mall.
We're at a shopping mall, and Santa is sitting on this overgrandized throne.
I got a question.
Yes.
Is it like an old 90s great busy shopping mall? Or is it like a current shopping mall? Is it like the old Pyramid Mall? Do you remember the Pyramid Mall, you guys? Oh, you guys. Remember it?
This is a bustling mall.
It's a bustle, so it's an old-fashioned
Yeah.
bustling mall.
Right.
I love it. It's the Plattsburgh Mall. Is it bustling or is it the Plattsburgh Mall? Okay, great. Plattsburgh Mall. Name 4 stores that are there. Dick's. Bath and Body Works.
Spencer's.
Spencer Gifts.
Claire's.
Target and Players. Claire's Boutique. Got it. We're there. Very good, very good. Pinch or a pound. It's all there. It's all there.
Chef Santa. Santa, I've been waiting in line a long time.
Listen. Santa's on break, okay? I just got some food from Ming Dynasty, one of the 3 Chinese restaurants in the mall court.
Yeah.
And I'd like to take my General Tso's chicken before I see any more clients. I used to be a lawyer, you know.
Shucks, Santa. I thought the elves did your, paperwork up there. You know, like your legal paperwork up there. In the north, where the pole is. But for Christ's sake, all I want is a doll.
Listen, how old are you anyway?
38.
You're a 38-year-old woman, you want a doll, and you came down to the mall and decided to ask a part-time Santa, who's obviously not into it, eating some Ming Dynasty General Tso? Is that what I'm understanding from your last few statements?
Yeah, but I got my suspicions about you.
Really? I got my suspicions about a 38-year-old woman coming down to the mall asking for a doll. So I guess we're suspicious of each other. All right, I'll bite. What's your story?
Well, number 1,
Yeah.
that ain't a real beard.
Well, no kidding. It ain't a real Santa outfit either. It's all purchased. We rent it every year, and then after I go off, tomorrow some other person comes in, he gets into
Number
it.
2.
Yeah.
You ain't Febreze this thing in a while.
No, I haven't.
You smell. And not like candy canes and bonbons.
Yeah, I know. I smell like Chinese food sweat. That's what happens. That's what what do you think a Santa's outfit smells like?
An 18-year-old horny man.
Do you know down at Bath and Body Works they've got a candle that says Santa suit? No. You know why? Nobody wants to smell this. I don't understand. Are you a reporter or something? Are you doing an expose on mall Santas?
Yes, I am.
Is that what you're doing here?
There's a lot of fraud going around Plattsburgh.
Plattsburgh fraud, eh?
Yeah. People saying they're going to get some toys from this and that or pinching a pound. Squares.
I got something to tell you myself. I'm undercover. I'm not a real mall Santa. I don't belong to the Mall Santa Union. I'm here doing some undercover myself. That's what I'm doing. So, maybe we can work together. Snap.
Jackson Tornapee, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. You think I don't know? You're Dolores Claiborne? You're Dolores Claiborne. And by the way, I teach improv classes over at Lake Placid Center for the Arts. I've got a beginner's class coming up starting January 17th. Go to lakeplacidarts.org/classes-pants. Goodbye.
Please disregard that plugs for the Lake Placid Arts Center. No, they know they're not supposed to do any plugs. That's not allowed. We talked about this twice, Joe. The fuck? Do not plug things. No.
I can't stop. It won't happen again.
No, but you should. He's funny. The stuff. Do that. All right. So I have some notes. Sweater contest. Do we do another sweater contest or no? We're done with that. I don't have any gift certificates, and she just fucking left. Like, that was lame. She's like, I got this. 7 more minutes for your food upstairs? That's great, little guy. And he got a beer because he broke his leg. Dumbass, soft tissue. There's nothing on this that actually pertains to what we're doing right now. Thanks, Lisa, for laughing right now. That really was a really nice Thanksgiving. Because I just moved back to New York from, let's get like serious, guys. So I moved away from home. It was like rebelling, and that camera can't see me right now. Moved away from home. I was rebelling against my parents. I was like, I'm gonna go out west. Fuck it. And then I moved back here, and
We missed you.
and she took me in. I gave him the Richard Nixon. I knew it was something douchey. That was from the bookstore that's not there anymore called Book and Pipe or Pipe. No, it was called like Book and Pipe, and my friend called it Bong and Pamphlet. Yeah. All right, this is the last act. Not to put any pressure on him. But this next guy, you do not call him by a pastry name. His name's CJ. But you need to go like this and raise the roof. Clapping, 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 clapping. Hold on. CJ, stop. Off your phone, dude. Dude. You're in the front row and you're on your phone. Let's back up. We're going to do the whole thing again. Thanksgiving, we hung out, all this.
Hi guys, welcome to the show. This shit done ran so long I'm not even nervous anymore. Holy shit. I just want to point out that while Sam was talking about 60-year-old vagina, I heard a click and I looked over and Horace was writing some more jokes down. So fucking attend next one, all right? I'm gonna keep you off your phone, right? You're gonna hold this for me. Oh, okay, and if I forget what my next joke is, just read off, right? Yeah. So, I'm kind of glad that bitch left with the fucking presents, cause first off, that's my fucking mom who just lost. She should have won that $100. And secondly, she beat me in fantasy football in playoffs, so fuck her. I hope her food sucks. But it means a lot that you guys all showed up today, you know. We got friends, we got family, some people I've never seen before, and some people I hope I never see again, you know. I'm glad you all made it. Christmas is my personal favorite holiday. I love Christmas. There's just too much shit about it, you know, the decorations, colors, movies, everything about it. One of the things I love about Christmas is if you don't like it, there's so many different names you can call them. You can call him a Grinch, you can call him a Scrooge, you can call him a lot of names, right? But if you don't like Thanksgiving, you're just kind of normal. But if you don't like Christmas, you're a fucking asshole, right? Because what are you hating on? Presents? Fucking tinsel, dude? Tinsel's fucking your day up? Nah, but I love Christmas. Earlier this week, I saw someone post on Facebook, Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate. I know who the fuck celebrates Hanukkah, right? It's like a specific group. What's my next joke?
Only child.
All right, yeah, so Christmas is a fucking special day when you're an only child. You don't gotta share shit. Every present under that tree is yours. You ever see a big present and it's someone else's? Not me. I don't know what the fuck that feels like. My parents' presents aren't even wrapped, dude. They're not gonna wrap shit for each other. My dad got a saw this year. How the fuck are you gonna wrap a saw? I'm sure you could. All right, next one. Oh yeah, that was another thing too. When I was a kid, you know, I wanted to talk shit about kids nowadays and their iPads. I had a Game Boy. I wasn't better than an iPad kid. The only difference was I knew my limits. I said, this game is all I can do for 1 hour, you know? I can't do anything else. These iPad kids get the whole fucking internet. Be careful what you're buying your kids. And if you got 2 kids, that's 2 iPads. Protection, guys. Remember that. Christmas turns really fucking expensive when you start having sex. Sam, I can't see you, but if you're here, dude, watch out for those kids. You're not gonna make iPad money doing jokes here, buddy. So I really like the whole concept of kids with iPads and all these new technologies. I currently work at an arcade. I work at an arcade, and what's funny is I also don't work at an arcade. I got 2 jobs, believe it or not. At my second job, I'm talking about this arcade, and I remembered, maybe you guys do too, back in the day, there was an arcade in Lake Placid underneath the olive oil company, right? That used to be an arcade. And I'm sitting there talking to my boss about this old arcade, and I'm like, yeah, that place sucked. You couldn't get good food. All the games were broken. He goes, you know, I owned that, right? And I was like, no, the one next to it. But watching these kids play these games is kind of fucking scary, because, like, you realize some kids are just born gambling addicts. That's not a learned behavior. When your kid gets mad because he loses, that follows him. You gotta fucking watch these kids. They're sitting there. I watched a kid play Pop the Lock, right? This simple-ass game. A dial goes around a lock. There's a light. You just gotta press this button on it. I watched a kid blow through $20, go up to his mom, ask for $20 more. She said no, and he started crying. That guy's going to lose everything he owns at a casino. And I'm watching these kids, and I know what's gonna happen. There's no chance for him. The second he realizes he can win $100 at blackjack, he's not gonna stop. And watching these kids freak out is super fucking funny, because as an employee, I can lie to them. And I can lie to them about anything. I saw a kid lose at a machine, and he hit the machine, and I go, hey, apologize. And he did, but he was old enough to be like, I'm sorry. And I was like, and he looks at me and I go, where are your parents? Because that's all you gotta say to a kid. If it gets serious, you gotta go, where's your parents? And then when they show up, just say he was lying the whole time. Actually, during break, I fucking lied to some kids. There were some kids hitting a soccer ball at that building over there. And I go, hey, where are your parents? And they go, up there. And I go, up there? And they go, yeah. I said, go get them. And then I just came the fuck back in. But lying to kids is cool, you know? I didn't realize that, like, you don't need to stop lying to kids, right? And kids are kids until they realize everyone's fucking lying to them, right? When you're a kid, you're like, why would someone lie to me? But when you're an adult, you go, why would they tell the truth? Who the fuck is this person trying to sell me some shit, right? And the cool thing about lying to kids is you can lie to them, like I said, up until they realize everyone's fucking lying to them, right? So lately, I work in Lake Placid. There's this amazing program over there called J1 program. You guys heard of the J1 program? What's funny is, like, they complain a lot about, like, foreigners taking our jobs, but if there wasn't the J1 program, Lake Placid would fucking crumble, right? So the cool thing is you can lie to these people too, because they're also college kids, right? They just speak another language. And I'm sure they're very smart in their language. You know, they're going to school for medicine, they're going to school for law, they're going to school for anything you could imagine. But I had a girl, 20-year-old girl from Peru, not know what a quesadilla is. And I looked at her and I said, you've never eaten a quesadilla? And she said, no. I took a step back. I said, maybe I'm being racist. Maybe not everyone that's from South America eats quesadillas. I said, all right. But I thought about it for a second. And I said, hold on. You speak Spanish. You know what the fuck quesa is. You know what the fuck dia means. That's cheese in a tortilla. And she goes, yeah. And I was like, why would you lie to me? You didn't know what a quesadilla was. But the cool thing is that you don't need to stop lying to these people, right? So you can just keep fucking with them. And they'll just believe you all the way until they go back home. But the really interesting thing about the J1s is that they come here from other countries and make enough money in a summer to pay for college, housing, and cars, and they pay back their parents. They make so much money in one summer up here, blows my fucking mind. I tried to think, what if America had that? What if we went somewhere and made that much money? There's nowhere to fucking go. We're the limit. You don't make more money a fucking hour than you do in America. And there's a lot of shit about the minimum wage. But the only option that we have is if we took all of our smartest college kids, put them on a fucking rocket, sent that rocket to space, had them mine moon rocks, and came back, and then they could afford a year of college, right? My favorite thing about the J1s, though, is they're inspiring because they tell me stories of back home and how they can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner less than $50. And they can smoke cigarettes in every place they eat. How do they have more freedom than us, right? Isn't that like America's fucking thing? So I bought a plane ticket to Bosnia. Not a joke. I leave on the 1st. I'm fucking scared. The good thing is, this has kept me so busy, I haven't stressed out about it at all. So thank you very much for coming today, guys. My stress didn't go in vain. I'm very glad everybody showed up tonight. My plane ticket stressed me out a little bit because I'd only ever been on a plane twice before. My first one, flying to this country. Long story short, I'm not from here. My second flight was 2 years ago with my college friend, right? And if you look at me, I'm not a doctor. I didn't go to school for shit. I went to school so I could drink with people instead of being alone. And my friend, who I don't even know his first name because just pass the blunt, dude. My friend Baker, he's getting his pilot's license. That scares the shit out of me. But not enough to say no to a free flight. So when my friend, who I drink and smoke more than anybody ever should, my friend who I have seen so fucked up that he drooled on himself and then lied about it when I called him out on it, invited me to go up in a plane. And if you didn't know, you can just go to Potsdam. You can just get on a plane. Just go for a fucking flight. There's people who need to fly people. Great date ideas. Anyone, bring them on a flight. It's like 45 minutes. You go to Saranac Lake and back to Potsdam, or just get dropped off in Saranac Lake, right? Get a fucking right there, fly back. But I went flying in February 2 years ago. And the thing about flying in February up here, believe it or not, we get snow. In February, we get fucking snow. December, we're fucked, but February, we get snow. And it's not as predictable as rain, because you don't know when that shit's gonna get so heavy it falls. So me and my friend, right, Baker, I'm drunk, I'm stoned, I'm hoping he's not. I don't know, I don't ask because I don't wanna know, right? So we're flying around, we do this cool thing over a mountain where the plane turns sideways and you look left, but it's down. Fucked me up, so crazy, right? I couldn't think about anything else until they said, we're all wearing headphones in there, right? And so people will talk to you from like air traffic control, and they call in and they say, hey guys, just so you know, snow's starting, head back. And my friend, you can't tell him what the fuck to do. He lied about drooling on himself. So he goes, no, he can get a few more laps, right? So we go for a drive, We go for a fly. We fly around a little bit more. And we see the snow start to come in, and it's moving in like it's impossible to describe. It's like if a curtain was just, no, actually it's easy to describe. You know those curtains on beads? You know those beaded curtains? It's like that, but like you see the square of where the snow's starting. And the problem was that was above the runway. So we turn in and we're going to land, and the snow hits, and we hear visibility less than a mile. And I look up and I realize I can't see fucking shit. And I go, Baker, you know how to land this thing right? And he goes, yeah, dude, fucking trust me. I've never trusted anybody more than that, right? And as we're driving over the runway, and the snow is taking our visibility, and I feel the plane start to like even up so we can land, but I don't know where the ground is, I realized something. Rudolph couldn't fucking help Santa, all right? If it's snowing and you have a red light, that's doing nothing, bro. I'm on a plane. We don't have a red light. That's not doing... Rudolph is a fucking lie, okay? I thought he was helping, but he's a liar. Anyway, guys, Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming out.
Let's hear it for CJ. That was a good ending. Okay, that's it. All right, now go home.